Roblox Rivals just dropped a winter update and it changed way more than I thought it would. Rivals is Roblox's biggest shooter on the entire platform, and one of my personal favorite games of all time in Roblox. They added a brand new winter lobby, which looks kind of fun and it's very slippery, but they also added a ton of new features in-game, including a brand new weapon and some really interesting revamped maps. By the end of this video, we're gonna find out if this update was actually really good for the game or if it just changed a few things. I've been playing Rivals for a very long time, so I know a thing or two about bad updates and good updates. First, let's check out a few of the winter maps. So almost every map has a winter variation, so we can just click on like arena and they have like a cool little arena loadout. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll see it. You literally load in, you throw yourself in, you'll see that there's a nice snowy texture on top of everything. The snow on top does not impact your movement, but it is pretty cool. It's cool to look at. Overall, map's pretty much the same. All right, moving on to the next few, we have a couple. Let's go to something different. There's one map in particular that has a huge change. We're gonna go ahead and go to docks. It does have some snow on the ground. It doesn't really impact, but it makes different sounds. So that is one thing you'll definitely want to pay attention to during this update, is that there are a lot of different sounds now. The snow sounds and everything else is kind of just cosmetic. So there are a few small changes. Let's go check out the biggest and my personal favorite change and the biggest map change so far. We need to check out the back rooms. Now, I know a lot of you don't play backrooms, but trust me when I tell you, it is now worth it. It is so worth it, okay? So this map used to be a little too big and it's too easy to hide. Well, now you can go across the map this way in a few seconds, across the map this way in a few seconds, still have a little hidey hole, but they moved it. It's very easy to get in here now and hit shots from here. Way harder to hide because you can almost, they turn up the visibility so you can almost see the end of the map. These little hidey holes have been severely debuffed. You can literally hit these from just about anywhere. Especially if you have one of these. You can just slide in here, boom, like that. You got them. Super easy. This map is going to be one of my new favorites just because of how open it is now. And it's so much harder to hide in here. Because everything is so much, this is so much smaller than it used to be. It's just going to be a lot of fun. This map is probably my favorite part of the new update. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a huge Rivals update without weapons. So real quick, let's go take a look. They have a new weapon called the Permafrost. If you haven't seen it yet, you can get it with the Season Pass. I haven't bought the Season Pass yet. I might not. But I have played this weapon on private servers. If you want to know, this weapon is not necessarily broken, but is very, very interesting. I have a few words on it. I don't know how I feel about it super yet, but I will show you. Let's come in here. Let's go into shooting range and I can show you real quick. So permafrost, blah, 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 doesn't matter. Oh, I also forgot to mention there's a huge other weapon. This is a huge weapon that you might want to take a peek at. Now, the permafrost is very interesting because you cannot aim down sights. You cannot aim with it. So you can shoot, you can use an ability. Well, first you have your regular shots. It shoots kind of like a quick burst. It's like the spray. It's like spray, but on an assault rifle. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So it's very similar to spray. You can just literally just aim at somebody, go crazy. But whenever you hit somebody with a shot, they are very quickly slow. Yeah, they're quickly slow. Yeah, no. When you hit them with a shot with this weapon, they are immediately slowed down, so they can no longer move as fast as they want. Now, it also has the ability to use a freeze ray. So you can throw a freeze ray out, but it uses 30 shots of your ammo. So you use a full round of ammo. You literally use a full round of ammo to temporarily freeze someone, which can be very useful. A good way that this is useful is if you have, let's say, like a lineup like this. Yeah. So you have somebody, you're going up against them, you freeze them, boom, you come around, you wait for them to unfreeze, boom, shorty. Throw a little shorty out there. Same thing right here, you're peeking around the corner, boing. You see him right here, bang, bang, shorty. It's useful for that. But it's also very useful for its new friend that also came in this update that I totally didn't mention at the very beginning because I was saving it. This guy right here, the Maul. This is a giant hammer that makes you move as if you're carrying 200,000 men on your back. Now, you may be asking, do DNG, why do I care? Because it does half of their health in one hit. You could walk around, hit somebody with this little frost boom, and then you get behind them, and instead of knifing them, boom, boom. Especially if you already hit them once, you could literally, this combo of weapon could actually be so busted. This could literally change the meta. You walk around behind somebody, boom, boom. So busted. It has the potential to be so good. So good. I don't know if this is the Permafrost and the Maul are actually going to change the meta that much, because it's pretty much just snipers. That's the entire meta of the game, is just snipers. But it has the potential. It has the potential. So, there you go. But yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much what's new in the game. I do think the Permafrost is going to need to be buffed a little bit or changed up in some way or some form, because it feels like unless you have really good aim, this gun is kind of trash. It's kind of garbage, kind of buns. But other than that, the Maul has potential. It's just a little way too slow. You get up to someone and you have to start your swing from so far away. You immediately move slow, and you have to start your swing from so far away just to hit somebody. It's crazy. So, I don't know. There's a few balancing issues, but other than those, I feel like this is a pretty epic update. I'm excited. This update, it looks pretty fun. I think it's going to be good for it'll be good for the game. Honestly, this is a good actual all-around update. New good map changes, good introduced new weapons. Oh, I forgot to mention half of the things that they balanced. They changed quite a few things around, actually. But we can get to those later. All around, I think this was a W update from Rivals. If you haven't already liked the video, drop a sub. It'd be much appreciated. And comment if you think that this was a W update from Rivals. See you guys in the next one. Peace.